Welcome to Chance Die, a World of Darkness podcast. Before we jump into this episode, we have a few reminders to share. This is created for adult audiences only. We advise listener and reader discretion for graphic depictions of violence, assault, death, trauma, existential struggle, and adult language. These themes may be a lot at some points, so if you need a breather, take a break or come back later. We would also like to mention,
Gabby has no medical knowledge, so don't take her advice.
Tristan has medical knowledge, but will be playing a magician and has no magical knowledge.
Nat is not a drug addict and does not know much about drugs.
Creed doesn't actually have a mustache.
one of the most wonderful attributes of humanity is its adaptability, its potential. Many loving parents have been known to tell their children they can do anything they set their mind to. There is, however, a dark side to this capability that those same parents don't mention. That in addition to being a scientist, a teacher, or even president, humans can grow up to do truly horrible things to get what they want. In the wake of their greed, their desires, their determination, they can become what they never imagined. Even murderers, as Atlas has now discovered. For when you are one lost, lonely soul confronted by the darkness and your own weakness, well, no one really knows what they're capable of until they're in that position themselves. And this is a lesson that Dorothy learned many years ago. It's about 20 years ago. It's in Michigan in the fall, and all the leaves have turned, and there's an excitement in the air of all of these college students coming back to campus, getting ready to, get back into their social circles and all of that. Give me a little bit of a description of how Dorothy looks at this point in her life.
Well, Dorothy's still 5'10". She is hard to miss in a crowd. Her hair is a bit shorter, about shoulder length. She's no wrinkles. She's as tiny as ever. Very different than her muscular physique that she has now. She is what you would call like a bookworm, very studious. She could be in her dorm for days on end, just working.
So right now she's walking down the sidewalk on campus with her roommate. Her roommate's intentionally crunching the leaves under her feet just to make a crackling sound. And she says, "Do you have any plans for tonight?"
Well, we got a test next Monday, so I was going to probably...
Let me guess, you were going to study?
Well, yeah, we're almost at finals.
Oh, gosh, Dorothy, you got to live a little.
I'll live during winter break.
Live tonight with me, please.
Okay, you've convinced me.
Yes! So with that, she takes you to a local bar. This is a place that you have not been to before, I assume.
Yes.
It is a kind of a hole-in-the-wall space that a lot of underage students go because they know they can get alcohol there because it's on the down low pretty well. You see
Yeah.
So 90s, there'd be a lot of high-waisted jeans and plaid shirts.
Beautiful.
Beautiful indeed. So as you are hanging out in the bar and you're enjoying this time with your roommate who's ecstatic that you are here, you start to notice that the crowd thins a little bit the more late it gets. Has Dorothy been drinking?
She is sipping on her drink. What would her roommate get her? Dorothy doesn't know jack shit about alcohol or the taste.
Her roommate would get her something pretty easy to down, like a Long Island iced tea or a Cosmo.
Oh, shit. Yeah, she's sipping.
Yeah.
If it's a Long Island iced tea, she's sipping it.
Something that it's hard to taste the alcohol in.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So your roommate goes on to the dance floor and starts dancing with a bunch of different college students, and you can feel someone's eyes on you across the bar. And when you look, there is a very, very attractive man, probably you would wager about 10 years older than you. He has like dark hair laid elegantly along his cheekbone, kind of side parted. And he is almost uncomfortably staring at you as he sips or appears to sip on a whiskey.
I have my arms rested on the bar top, and I'm just going to do a little half wave and a little smile.
He gestures up with his whiskey, and then you see him turn a little bit to a person at a small circular table, a little catty corner to him. You don't see this person's features, really. It's getting quite dark in here because this is when all the late night people kind of are at their peak, and you don't really want to see who you might be sleeping with that night. So he does a little bit of a over his shoulder soft conversation with this other individual. And then he gives you kind of a wolfish smile and then crosses to you at the bar. This young man, young-ish, approaches you across the bar with a wolfish grin. And he gestures to the bartender without saying anything to you. He just clearly gets into your physical bubble a little bit. And then once he has a drink in front of him, it looks like a whiskey just like he's drinking. He sets it in front of you and then smiles once again.
Hiya.
Hello.
What's your name?
Oh, I don't think you need to know that just yet.
Okay.
What's yours?
Well, if you don't give me mine, why should I give you yours? I mean, wait. Sorry, I've been drinking.
No, not a problem. Not a problem at all. Tell me about yourself.
What do you want to know?
Are you a particularly resilient person?
I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I'd say so.
Why don't you tell me, he says as he leans closer. All around you, that thrumming music that you hear, the murmuring of all of these drunken voices, everything kind of dampens. And your focus just narrows in on his very attractive face. And he holds your eyes, and you realize that his eyes are dark, unnaturally dark. And he says, why don't you tell me the worst thing that's ever happened to you? And you feel incredibly compelled to answer.
Wow. Okay, so it's like, I don't know Dorothy that much. I mean, I know she's my character, but the worst thing that's happened to me, it's a little sad. I don't know if you want to hear that.
Oh, trust me, I do.
When I was about 8 or so, I watched, my family had a golden retriever, and we were playing out in the yard, and I threw the ball across the street, and I didn't see the car coming, and neither did he, and I'm sorry, and she's gonna take a sip of her drink.
The whiskey that he put down or the one she already had?
My drink.
Okay. You smell this floral kind of spicy scent rising around you, and it starts to make you feel a little bit dizzy. And he says, oh my, that's the worst thing that's ever happened to you? And he chuckles.
It's not very funny. I watched my dog die, my first pet.
Yes. Oh, just tragic, he says as he takes a sip of his drink. And then he says, I don't mean to be crass, but a dog. The good news is, Dorothy, that makes you just perfect. And he holds your head in his hands. And the rest, you have trouble remembering. You know that at some point, you kind of blink and you are not in this bar anymore. You're in a dirty alley somewhere in town that you have no idea where it is. You can smell trash and dirt and that human apathy. You know when you go to places that no one gives a shit about and it's almost like it reeks there. That's what you remember.
Like the McDonald's on Hillside.
Yeah. Yep. And you remember pain. A veritable cesspool of pain just eking out of your body. And when you wake up in this dirty alley, you know that you are covered in marks, wounds, bruises, and you can barely move. What would she do?
Let's see, this is the time before phones.
Mm-hmm.
What's her surroundings? Like, are there any doors? Are there any signs of life?
So it's probably about 4 or 5 in the morning because it's not light yet, but it's just starting to lighten up just a little bit in the sky. Nothing is open in this town at that point. So there might be doors, but any door you try is going to be locked.
Okay, she's gonna slowly get up and she's gonna start walking around calling for her friend or her roommate.
Okay. So what happens is someone eventually comes upon you as you go to a major road. They will drive you to the doctor. Like, they'll get you into the hospital, start examining you. But anytime anyone asks you what's wrong and you try to explain, you can't get the words out. The doctor at the time says that this is perfectly natural, that you're probably in shock. Don't worry, it will come to you. You'll be able to eventually communicate your story. But as you try to tell your roommate after you're checked out of the hospital, the lights above you start to flicker. And you feel that same encroaching darkness that you felt staring into his eyes. And your heart starts to beat rapidly, and it's the same thing all over again. This happens every time you try to tell someone. Eventually, you learn a way around that, which we'll get to a little bit later.
Yay.
Okay, so we're going to begin the session. Not a very uplifting way to start. I know, but okay. Welcome to Chance Die. I'm Jessica, and I'm the storyteller.
My name is Gabby, and I play Dorothy Martin.
My name is Tristan, and I'll be playing Quinten Quinn.
My name is Nat, and I play Atlas Waller.
My name is Creed, and I play James Treader.
Okay, so really quickly, we did finish the first kind of chapter, which I'm going to call that arc, the assassination game.
Rad.
So you did level up. The way leveling works, the way you get experience in World of Darkness is one of the things that I really love about the system because it rewards roleplay over everything else. So you don't get a metric shit ton of experience points for like killing enemies and stuff like you do in some other role-playing games.
Aww.
It's mostly for like you get an experience point if you tell me what your character learned and how they grew during this particular chapter. You get an experience point just for being here, no matter how shitty you did or how you almost died. Creed. You get an experience point for like big choices like heroic actions or things that put you at severe risk that were character based. And you get like for good role play, you also just get experience points. So that's how this works. You guys decide how you want to spend those points. And yeah.
Sick.
So each of you get 1 point or 1 dot just for being here. And finishing this up. Good job. You did it. Woo. And then we'll start with Gabby. So first question, what did your character learn?
Bitches be tripping. Bitches be
God.
everywhere. That
Is
even
that you?
though she's traveled away from everything and she hasn't thought about this or discussed it, that she's being haunted by this. And no matter where she goes, it's going to follow her.
Absolutely. I'm going to give you 2 points for your role play because you kicked ass last session. And heroic action, big heroic action somehow, or putting yourself at risk, or a big decision you made in character.
It wasn't really heroic, but the big decision was causing harm to the entire party.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But that's not very heroic. I guess the only thing that she did that really benefited other people was incapacitating Muscle Mommy.
I don't think you need to benefit other people for it to be a big character-driven decision.
Big character-driven decision.
Yep, knocking everyone out for the rest of that assassination game was a big decision.
I think it had some benefits. So time skipped and no one had to discuss it.
So take 4 points total.
4 total.
All right, Tristan, what did Quinten learn?
He, for a long time, he was used to being on his own. So learning to not even work with, but work around other people again, and then try to come to an understanding and change in this world as he was told to. He hasn't showed it yet, but he's trying to be a little bit more bold and trying to figure things out, a little bit more risky with it. He's going out of his way to talk with entities like Puck and being a little bit more trusting of people than normal.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take that. How do you think you did role play wise?
Of course I did fantastic. What else did you expect?
Yeah. I'll take 1. I'll give you 1, yeah. Because I think everybody pretty much is going to get 1 other than Dorothy. Because 2 is like if you kick major ass.
Kicked all the ass.
Okay. And heroic action.
So the heroic action, I think, was pulling the vampire lady back on him to keep her distracted from everyone else.
Very good. Okay. Done. Good. Okay, Creed.
All right.
What'd you learn?
The first question, what I learned. James learned that you can make friends just as quickly as you can make enemies. It definitely helped that he stopped to ask Girlie's name.
Yeah.
She stopped her partner from killing me. So, yeah, he learned that, friends and enemies do matter in this.
Very much so. Good. Okay. And let's see, role playing?
Role playing? I think jumping into things as far as like the heroic action type stuff goes. I thought my one-liner about Tinder was pretty rad. Going in there without any plan, just hoping for the best and fighting on the last of my limbs.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I kind of put myself in charge during the whole temple thing. Mm-hmm. So I think James is starting to take charge just a little more.
I agree. All right. Very good. Take 4. And Nat.
Atlas isn't like other people. He just got worse. It's like, I'm not like other girls. I'm worse.
His arc is kind of more of like a dip.
So Atlas coming into this was a complete coward, terrified of all this sort of stuff, which makes sense because he kind of has been standing in the spooky end of things while trying to do normal life.
Right.
Now he is in the spooky everything. So I feel like compared to a couple like people like Dorothy who have morals, he's like, oh, I've already kind of been in this shit. Okay, like this is the normal. So he was way more open to kind of all of the things that seem really crazy to a normal person. And I think because of that, he was able to kind of be more brave, especially in action-y situations, even if that wasn't necessarily his jam, or if something that was, making other people freak out. And he was like, oh, okay, yeah, this is, okay, let's do this thing. We're going to kill people in this game, I guess so. And so that led him to have some more brave moments, like like a big one, like shooting 2 people and killing one of them.
Yeah. Yeah. How low could he go?
Yeah. And also I think something he learned a lot other than kind of vibing better with this sort of universe going on is the entire part when he blacked out for the first time and tried to like rage on someone and then being told about that after the fact from being there but not experiencing it. So it's kind of like he's opened up another chapter in his own personal little book of what's been going on with him. So, yeah.
Take 4.
Wonderful.
Okay. Do you want to go really quick and talk about what you're going to do? You're obviously perfectly welcome to save points if you would like to save them for another level up.
Yeah, James is going to specialize in revolvers. So I'm going to add an extra dot to my rolls anytime I use my revolvers.
Awesome.
Yeah, Quinten is going to. He got a little bit better with his knives, but he also increased his academics because he started reading more Shakespeare. So those are the 2 I'm going to increase and keep 1 to the side.
Yeah, I guess I should mention it's really important to me as a storyteller that whatever you do level up, it makes sense. Like it's something that you've been doing. It's story driven. It's character driven. Yeah, which both of those things absolutely make sense for you guys. Gabby, how about you?
I have a question. Can it also go to attributes, or is it just skills?
It can go to attributes, but if you do attributes, it's like ×5 to get. They're the most expensive thing.
Okay, yeah, that's what I.
So if you want to level up an attribute, which is like your core skills, right, then it is the most expensive thing to do.
No, I won't do that. Well, from what she did during the last chapter, she barely did anything physical, so she's not doing anything. She's not leveling up in that, but she is a little bit more hardened, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
So she got better at being more vigilant or
Aware.
aware of
Yeah.
the things around her. So her investigation went up.
Oh, okay.
And her specifically her persuasion to get what she wants a little bit more.
Gotcha.
Be more upfront.
Good. And Nat.
So I think like our 2 characters are actually kind of contrasting from one another because yours is a physical character that did a lot of soft skills and mine is a very soft skills person who started to figure out more physical. So due to him trying to fight and failing and also witnessing a lot more sort of violence and brawly type stuff, he's going to go up just a little bit in brawl. And then he already had a small amount of experience with firearms because his stepdad had taught him to shoot when he was like 14 or something. So because now he is using a gun more. Now, thanks to James for giving him the gun. So he's going to go up a little bit in that skill as well.
Okay, great. So we're going to jump in with more details. So you guys are at this like kind of a party. It's billed as a party. It's not a fucking party. Where Harper is explaining with the colorful bird-masked individual what the next challenge entails. And it has been deemed the performance challenge. So Harper has explained that the advantage for this particular pass, the assassination game, if you won the assassination game, you get a weapon and you also get to choose the location of your performance. Let's see. So the performance itself is specifically geared toward the colorful bird-masked individual on the Gamblers Congress. So that individual just stepped forward and took a little bit of a bow in their red dress. And Harper's going to continue now with a little more details for you. So, essentially, the point of this challenge is to give this lovely lady a performance that she will never forget. So it might behoove you to learn a little more information about what she would desire above everything else, if I may be so bold as to give you advice. We have a little bit of an unprecedented situation, as we had 2 teams that tied in points for the assassination game. So if I could have, oh goodness, I'll just call it as it is, both human teams. Come forward, please.
That's awesome. Our faces are uncovered.
Yuppers.
So the other human team absolutely has masks on. Just
That's
so
okay.
You know.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, okay.
So when we came in here during the last episode, I did say that I had my hood very up and very head ducked.
I think Quinten's trying to present himself as he's a showman, so I think he's trying to put himself off as very confident. Like he looks injured, but maybe he's letting him see he's injured. Like he's putting on very much a show.
Yes. So this is, you were given how long? A week, I think, to prepare? A week or two to prepare your performance. So Harper is calling you forward to go behind this area like you've been to before with the big table and the Gamblers Congress there. So they're calling both teams forward. And let's see. Okay. Go ahead and roll perception if you would like to see who else is here that
Yes,
you can maybe
please.
recognize. So you can see the other contestants. There are 14 total contestants left, as you know.
I got a 2.
Okay.
2.
4.
Okay. So Quinten, everybody.
I'm sorry. He likes looking around.
He's a looker.
Okay, so everybody notices the people you already know. So, like, Puck is there, even though she's wearing her mask. Like, Puck is there. Gurley and Imelda are there. You also recognize Elijah's hair. So, he is there. And then you see a big buff woman.
Nice.
Pretty obvious who that is. Tristan, Quinten notices, let's see, the woman with the hippie style clothes, the art teacher clothes, as we had termed it before. That was the last one before. You notice the nerd, the skinny, scrawny guy that you guys walked in on your hotel room in.
Kevin.
Yes. And then you also notice the individual that was shooting at Dorothy in the church.
Oh, he made it.
He did. And he and his 2 teammates, and all you can really decipher about them, they are wearing masks that look, one of them has a masculine build, and he also has like graying hair. He is wearing a mask that looks very sad, like comically sad almost. And then the other has a more feminine build. And she is wearing, it's kind of hard to explain. The mouth is kind of open, almost like it's taking a bite out of something. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Quick question. What was that man's name? Was it John? Or what was his name? The pastor yelled it.
Joel.
He's like, Jonah?
Joel.
Joel.
Oh, I love The Last of Us.
So that's a team of 3 that is now walking with you guys to the back with Harper and
Cool.
Okay.
Oh, I shot that guy.
Yup.
I shot him in the leg, I think.
You didn't kill him.
I didn't kill him. I thought I shot him
I will
in the
tell you.
leg.
I mean, I will tell you, Quinten. He does not look injured.
I think as we're walking up, he's just going to give a nod and say, hello, Joel.
He's just gonna and not say anything. So you all walk to the back
Yep.
where the Gamblers Congress is seated. Dorothy, can you please make me a resolve composure check?
Damn it.
2.
Okay. So with a trembling breath, you steel yourself a little bit and you manage to keep it together as you enter.
She's
into the
behind the party.
back. And you see him at this long table.
I'll be in front.
Okay. So Harper will clear their throat a little bit, and then, well, since we have a tie, what they have decided to do, they gesture back towards the masked people at the table. One team will get the weapon that was promised. The other will get, well, healing and the advantage for the next challenge. So I suppose the easiest thing to do would be to figure out who gets what. They look at you expectantly.
Yeah, I'm not sure I want Joel with a weapon.
We'll take healing and the advantage.
Oh, wow. Not even discussing it, are we?
Well, James a dead man walking right now, so that makes sense.
So let me get this. So in the scene, James started like kind of talking, and then Quinten stepped forward and
I think that's what happened.
Awesome.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Can you just describe what James looks like right now?
Yeah. He just puts his head down and steps back.
Okay. Joel will step forward and he'll say, yeah, works for us.
All right.
In that case, Harper says, if the team getting the weapon would step back out, we'll discuss the advantage and then I'll get right along with the healing for you. Sound good?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh my god. Just adding
Oh no,
layers.
two of us
Already
have no
conflict.
health. Whoopsie daisy.
I have 2 health as well. You guys
Exactly.
have none.
Yeah, we're fine.
I have 2.
Yeah, I'm okay with this. I'll let
I'll
you be
take a
upset
gun.
with me.
So Harper will kind of step back a little bit, and the bird-masked individual steps forward. Where would you like to have your performance? She says.
Looking at what's his butt? Quinten.
Quinten.
You can choose anywhere in town your heart desires.
All right, give me a second to think. I'm trying to think of fun locations.
There's an obvious answer. You don't have to take it though, but
Can we have the Jeopardy music playing as you think?
that's pretty copyrighted.
Oh shoot! Copyright. Oh, we're fired.
Remix.
Fuck.
Boom, boom, boom.
Am I allowed to discuss this? The location, that is.
With whom? With me?
He'll just kind of gesture around behind him.
Oh, boring, but fine.
I love these people.
If you'd like to give a sway in the matter, I would be happy to oblige.
She pulls one of the chairs from like. She takes her time, and you can hear it like on the floor as she drags over a chair, sits down in it, crosses her legs, and just puts her chin in her hands and stares at you as you do this.
Are you not entertained?
The 3 locations coming to my mind are either the Threads, my old performance place, or the floor of the casino. Other thoughts?
I don't know if they'd really enjoy a repeat, but also floor of the casino has a whole lot of people.
I'm
So-
sure they would clear it out.
What type of advantage would that give us?
Why, I'm asking you all.
Dude, you're the magic man. You're the one who performs.
Well, my immediate thought was the Threads, but again, what advantage does that give us? My next immediate thought would be my location, just for nostalgia reasons. But again, what advantage? And third, the casino floor would give it some pizzazz.
That's also logistically an entire open space, generally crawling with people. And also, I guess if they want the traditional idea of a performance, which I'm going to guess not, there's not really the sort of things that would appeal to that. So I don't know. I'm just guessing the Threads or your old theater.
Whatever gets us out of this room the quickest.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm offended.
Don't take it personally.
Very well. She kind of giggles.
We'll take the Threads.
The Threads.
Of course.
The circus tent.
Yes.
Do any of you know any circus acts?
I guess that's for you to find out, isn't it?
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
exciting.
Oh, fuck.
Very well. Oh, I mean, this is kind of silly. And she pulls off her mask. It's, of course, Jinx.
Of course.
Yeah. She pulls off her mask. Another advantage, if you so desire.
Of course.
Love the guns. And she sits behind the table. Harper kind of bows to her a little bit and then raises eyebrows expectantly to you all and gestures for you to follow them.
I follow.
Follow.
Okay. Harper is going to lead you to one of the back offices. And then they're going to do the thing that they did before, which is make you open your mouth, breathe into your mouth, and then you're healed. They are strangely quiet as they do this. A lot of their previous bravado is kind of dissipated.
When Harper does the breathe into the mouth thing to Atlas, like afterward, when whoever like she's moving on to next, he's just going to be like, quiet today, huh? Did you not enjoy the last game?
How could that be possible? Of course I enjoyed it, they say with a very plastic smile. Now, if I may be so bold, when's the last time you spoke with Nora?
A while.
As payment for your healing, may I suggest a conversation?
Sure.
All right. I wish you the best of luck, darlings, in your next challenge.
You too.
And they're going to kind of dip their head and then leave.
Yep.
So you are freed now to do whatever you like. You're in the back offices, but you're also near the elevator, so you can...
Can we just dip?
Yep.
We're heading to the truck.
Absolutely.
All right. I'm going to start driving towards my hotel.
Okay. You make it there pretty uneventfully.
Rad. We head upstairs.
Okay. So you open the door. It's rather quiet for this time of night. Usually it's much louder, but that could just be your dour moods.
What do you mean, our dour mood?
We don't have like 2 or 3 layers of party conflict going on.
Tristan. Which one's Nora?
Nora is the blackjack dealer.
Yeah, she's the blackjack dealer.
Okay.
She's the one who gave me my ticket.
See.
Dorothy, may I have my revolver back now?
Yeah, here.
All right. And then I point 2 guns at Atlas and Quinten. Right. So Quinten can have my knife back, and Atlas can have my revolver back.
Of course. He'll pull out his knife. Mind if I take a seat?
Put it on the ground first.
He'll put it down.
Atlas,
I'll give it back, but I have a question.
what's the question?
What's that watch?
We'll get to that in a sec. Gun down first.
Fine. He says it.
All right, Dorothy, would you grab those for me?
Pick him up.
Yep. So,
And then I point a gun at
shit.
Do you know how to shoot a gun?
I'll figure it out. I think I got one in fire. No, don't have shit.
So let's make one thing clear. As of now, I do not trust either of you anymore. We need to work as a team because I want to win. That being said, we're not acting like a team. So, is that clear?
What do you mean we're not acting as a team? Like right now?
What do
we're
you mean?
continuously-
He cut himself. You shot someone without talking. He chose the advantage without discussing anything.
My apologies. I would much rather have us all be able-bodied than have a big weapon.
Yeah, but you gave Joel a big weapon, and Joel shot us with a normal weapon, and I don't want Joel having a big weapon.
Yeah, but we survived, Joel.
I think, to quote you, we could do the threads, but I don't know how that would give us an advantage. We could do the theater, but again, I don't know how that would give us an advantage.
Sure, I don't know how we could continue moving around the city with death on the line while we were all almost dead.
We have a week to heal,
James, you don't think they're going to come at us while we are down?
and if they did, I'd like to have a big weapon.
Well, that sucks, doesn't it? I guess you're able to, take the hit and run away.
Run away. Right. Alice,
Mm-hmm.
why do you want my pocket watch?
I mean, if we want honesty here, Jinx was the one who gave you the whole thing advantage with the guns, right?
Yep.
She offered me a similar deal. I need a broken pocket watch.
All right, you're not getting this one.
Okay.
Yep. But I would like to offer to meet with Jinx about this. You have a meeting with her, correct?
Me?
Yeah.
Not necessarily. More so get it and find her. It wasn't necessarily, ask James about it, play nice and then get it. It was more so get it and come back.
Well, you found it, and then we can both go find her.
Okay.
Rad. Dorothy, is there anything else you want to say about your dear friend Clovis?
Not particularly.
Yep. So, upon killing people, I learned, as you can tell by my previous state, that making friends is just as big as making enemies. The only reason I'm still alive is because I made friends with Gurley. Clovis was a friend. He's now dead.
That's important, but so is playing the games that all of these guys are making us play.
Yeah,
Did it really give us a fucking advantage?
we passed the games, and as far as a game about killing people goes, I just wanted to pass.
Right now, we're arguing about giving that gun to Joel or letting us heal. If I wouldn't have done that, we wouldn't have even been in the running to get an advantage. He
And
would have
they-
gotten healed and the gun.
Exactly.
James, do
whatever
you think it
weapon.
would have helped?
Well, I mean, my conscience is clear, but
Well, that's good for all of us, isn't it, James?
it is.
I genuinely think it's the only reason that we are now standing on both of our feet, no longer hobbling.
Oh, I can stand just fine. Anyway, now that all that is settled, what are we doing for a performance? And I'll uncork some.
Some kind of alcohol.
I just grab something and start drinking it.
I mean, there's little froofy things at the mini bar.
Yeah.
He has a mini bar.
Hell yeah, I have a mini bar.
I thought this was an apartment, not a hotel.
No, it's your hotel room, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a very, very nice hotel room. James got money.
Well, if we're gonna be at the circus, anyone know any tightrope walking, trapeze?
Nope.
Well, based on how you're, I don't know, the most athletic, I feel like you're probably the best bet.
Yeah, if you guys want to watch me fight somebody for half an hour, I don't think that's gonna.
I would absolutely love to watch that.
I mean, MMA
Thank you,
is a
James.
thing.
Here's your gun back
Thank you.
and your knife.
Thank you.
I think this boils down to Quinten. He's the only one that performs around here, and he did make the decision on where we're going.
So sorry, I just found out my opinions aren't to be trusted, and I have no valid reason I should let James take on over like he
Oh, you
so
chose the-
wanted to.
Oh my God,
You
we're going to
chose
add
the
another
advantage.
fucking bitch fit to
My
this.
plan was to go watch a couple circus acts, see what happens there, get a lay out of the place, and after that, well, since no one seems to like what I'm doing, I guess I'll let someone else take over.
I genuinely just asked you what you want to do since it seems like you've taken over.
But Atlas, you're not the one who doesn't trust me.
Fucking point, okay.
Now, I'm not saying I should have your trust. No, I think you might live longer without it. What I'm asking is to have a little faith.
Yeah, faith is something I lost a long time ago.
No, good, I never had it.
But I do know you are a performer. So this is all you, Chief.
Well, I'm going to get a good night's sleep as I am not hurting, and I can, he's going to kind of move around his body. Oh, not really that hurt, and I'm going to go get a good night's sleep, and tomorrow we're going to go watch a circus act.
Right. Atlas, do you still have your laptop?
Yep.
Yeah, you might want to chuck that.
Yeah, we also need to meet with Girly before midnight.
True. So
Not Girly. What's her
anyone
name?
else
Jinx.
want to come with us to go see Jinx?
Got nothing better to do.
Sure.
All right.
I thought you were gonna go
wanted
to
rest.
sleep.
Yeah, Quinn, didn't you want to go to sleep?
I can get it later.
All right.
He's like,
Okay. So you don't have very long to wait at all
me.
until midnight, which is the time that Jinx set for you.
Yeah.
So do you remember where she said to meet?
Was it the theater?
It was indeed.
Okay, that's what I thought. Cool. Say we hop in the truck and head over to the theater.
Okay.
Yep.
Shotgun.
Tristan, you seem tense. I'm just giving you little
Why?
pets.
Okay.
All right. So you make it to the theater. It's midnight, so you still got quite a few people around. I assume each of you is still fairly tense after your confrontation.
No.
Wouldn't imagine why.
I don't like the energy we presented in the studio today.
Nah, Quentin's giving off a completely fine vibe.
Okay. So it looks just like it did before. No noticeable presence of anyone at the theater. It still says it's closed.
On the door, Atlas is going to go,
Nothing happens.
damn, I was really hoping she'd go back. He's going to try the door.
It's unlocked.
Great. Just going to go in.
Head on in.
Yeah.
So you go into the theater. It is very, very dark. Pitch black, in fact, as you make it to the auditorium portion of the theater. On the stage, you can kind of see, as you open the door and the light streams in from the windows in the foyer, you can kind of see like a figure on the stage, but not super clearly.
I'm assuming Atlas is in the front. So he's just going to go, Jinx,
Yes.
I found the watch.
And some extra company this time, it seems.
I didn't necessarily have a choice. A team's a team.
Oh, but we always have choices. Isn't that what humanity's all about?
I think you're asking the wrong person, Jinx.
But I would agree.
Oh my god.
Well, come closer.
He's going to walk over to her.
Okay. You hear like a snap, and then multicolored LED lights just pop up on the cyc in the back, so you can see it's very, very dramatic.
Well, that's
For people who don't know what theater is, the psych.
Yeah, oh yeah, the white curtain in the back.
Thank you. Got lost.
That's new. Making some improvements.
Yes. I must say, well, someone else is using this space, so. Now, can I have the watch?
Why do you want it?
Why do I want it?
Yeah.
And what will you give me for answering that question, James?
Not the pocket watch.
You see why I have a team behind me.
Well, why do you think I would want it? And I must tell you, she says, winking at Quinten, I'm not the only one.
So, you're not with him?
With who?
The other guy. Coin mask.
Does it seem like we're with each other?
You're on the Congress together.
We are. And do you think the point of that Congress is for all of us to be a happy little team and make the same bets and win and lose together?
I mean, I think we know Congress doesn't necessarily agree with each other.
True.
Fair
I'd
enough.
hope you don't agree with everyone on that team.
So while one of the main purposes may be to assuage boredom, and a very, very important task it is, our main task is to beat one another.
So where do I come into play?
Who gave you that watch? Do you understand now?
Yeah. I checked the time on it.
It's still broken, still counting down. Anything else?
Who are you trying to beat?
All of them, of course.
How would the watch help?
I'm afraid you're going to have to ask James that.
James, please.
He was the one talking all about working like a team.
In a hypothetical scenario, would you say not only you want them beat, maybe slightly humiliated?
I don't think you understand what we mean by beaten.
Care to enlighten?
Let me just say, I'm relieved that you didn't get the weapon that was promised by my competitor.
Huh. Weird.
Now, anything else I can do for you before you give me the watch?
What happens to me afterwards?
Oh, I don't know.
And if I say no?
Well, I suppose you'd have to give me something for wasting my time like this, she says as she twirls a blonde lock around her finger.
James, you don't have to.
I don't know if there's anything else I can give.
You can give a favor. You can give your word. You can give your name. You can give so many things. Also, it was not you whom I had the deal with, was it, Atlas?
I just had a lovely heart-to-heart with James here. So I think in our future teamwork, I don't think it would necessarily be the greatest idea for me to intervene with his very special pocket watch. Whether I agree with that or not.
You need to give me something for wasting my time, and I find I'm kind of a capricious creature, so I'm growing impatient.
Jinx, is there anything you want from me?
Make me an offer.
I could give you a favor, like you said. I don't think I necessarily have a whole lot to offer.
Oh, I disagree. I will take that. Done. She sticks out a hand.
He's going to shake it.
Okay. No earth shattering, no lights flickering, nothing. Just this intangible sense that you might have made a horrible mistake.
That's what he feels all the time.
And she smiles. And it might just be the crazy lights, but it's almost like her teeth became sharp. Well, that'll do it for me.
Jinx, I do have a question. I know I didn't get you the watch in the way you wanted, but is there any way I could get your side?
You mean the drugs? No. No, I'm afraid that ship has long past sailed into the twilight.
Okay.
Do sleep well, though.
Oh,
Not
Quinten will
not
turn
talking to
around and
Quinten.
walk out.
Okay.
Yeah, Atlas is just going to be like, fuck. And then walk fucking off.
Okay.
Gonna look at James.
Atlas, when he leaves, he's going straight to his hotel.
Okay.
Yeah. We should go.
All right.
Ta-ta. All right. Do you guys spend the night wherever? Get a good sleep?
Probably at James's.
No.
Right?
Yeah. If I don't know who's going back with me, but
Are you
Dorothy's
separating or
one
are you going together? What is your plan?
I know. Is Atlas going to his own place?
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know about Quinten.
I need to go home, shower, and change. I think I'll be going home.
Right. Dorothy, hop in shotgun.
Atlas, where are you going?
To his hotel.
His hotel? Okay.
Yep.
All right. So the two of you split off on your own, and James and Dorothy go together.
Yep.
Okay. You spend the night in your respective places. Let's see. Do you like high numbers or low numbers, Creed?
Low numbers.
Okay.
So how do you want to die, Creed?
Do you have another character?
Yeah, James is at his breaking point. He just puts both barrels of his favorite revolver.
Okay. Okay.
Dorothy's
okay.
watching. Add to the list of things.
Trauma.
James is the new one that haunts her.
That'd be the worst.
Dorothy, I need booze.
Okay.
Don't worry, Dorothy. I do have a truck.
My truck is somewhere.
So, at your hotel room door around 3:00, can both of you roll me perception?
Absolutely.
2.
6.
Are you kidding me?
Holy, yeah, no, that was
What the
holy
fuck?
shit.
It sees through walls.
I roll it out in the open.
Okay. You absolutely wake up as you can hear someone fiddling with the lock on your door.
I get up very slowly and I'll quietly kick Dorothy awake.
She reaches for her cane and unsheaths it.
And then I'll creep towards the little peeper hole. Who's fucking with the door?
You can't see because they're bent over the doorknob.
Then I will just wait.
Okay. And they unlock your door.
Should we get on like both sides of the
Yeah, I'm on the side for it as soon as the door opens.
Okay.
Like the way the door opens.
Okay.
I'm on when the door I move with the door as it opens.
So you can see through the peephole this individual absolutely has a gun. It is Joel. You can see as he stands up and goes to open the door.
Okay, as soon as that door is open, I got one trained on his nutsack and I go. Yeah, I bet I could
What's
shoot
not,
first.
Joel?
He inhales sharply and then slowly puts his hands in the air.
Right, the assassination game's over. So I'm going to put mine away and you put yours away and we can both have a drink. All right?
Okay.
Dorothy's just staring at him.
I put mine away.
He puts his away. He's an older guy.
I flick on the lights and offer him inside.
He looks confused, but he goes.
What's your drink of choice?
Nothing.
Fair enough. Where are the other two?
Not with me.
Is he lying?
Why don't you roll?
Can I do my danger sense?
Yes, you can.
How do I do my danger sense?
You ask, am I afraid?
No, you got to roll it.
What's the rule?
Yeah, I'm looking it up right
thank you,
now.
Kristen.
I got a
You should
three.
have dots in it.
Yeah. Well, so the 2 dots, it doesn't help.
So I got a 3.
You got a 3?
Yeah.
He is not lying.
Okay.
They are not with him right now.
So, why are you creeping into my house this late at night?
To sabotage your performance. And he holds up a little vial.
And what's that do?
From my understanding, it makes it so your vocal cords are kind of useless for a few weeks.
Well, I can't sing for shit anyway, so
I mean, hard to do a performance if you can't talk.
I beg to differ. But I digress. Why us?
You're the other team that won the advantage.
Fair, but I don't know if you caught what Harper said. We're the only human team there is.
Okay, let me ask a counter question, he says, and he kind of leans forward. Now, this particular challenge, of all the challenges, which do you think would probably have more of an advantage for human beings? You think it might be art?
I don't know. I've seen some of the other guys do some pretty crazy shit.
You... I guess I overestimated y'all.
Yeah, no, a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
If you had to sabotage us, I have a feeling you didn't like your advantage.
I don't find it too useful for the next challenge, I will say.
That makes me feel a lot better, actually. So, Joel, there's, aside from the fact that one of us did shoot you, but counteroffer, you shot one of us, there's no reason we can't be friends.
Friends.
Yep.
We're competitors.
True.
Well, I guess it'd be
But there
more
are-
of a I scratch your back, you scratch ours.
True, and there are plenty of people at the table.
Sure, I can talk about it with my teammates, see what they say.
Right.
I mean, I'll let your roll ride. He is not interested in this at all.
Yeah. Joel, I'll leave you with this. It's better to have a hand on your back than a gun pointed at your nuts. And I'd rather be my friend than my enemy.
I don't think y'all know much about the next challenge and what it's going to entail.
And
You're not going to want to be my friend after that.
Good night, Joel.
Good night.
Oh, Joel, before you leave, can you leave us with that little concoction?
No.
You don't want to, James? I mean, Creed.
Yeah, no, fuck that. I'm not.
You don't want to?
Yeah, no, this is like, if I push a button, then we all blow up, you know? Kind of Cold War.
Okay, well, Dorothy's just going to shoot a look at James, understand that he doesn't
Yeah,
want to.
no, we'll let him keep it.
There's an almost 0 chance that we don't blow up the atmosphere.
Yeah. Just don't drink anything for a while, he says, taking a sip of whatever James is drinking.
So, he's going to leave. Roll a perception as he leaves.
This son of a bitch.
2.
Yeah, I got a 1.
Shit.
2 is the highest, and that's yours.
Yes.
So, Dorothy, you can kind of see on his bicep on the back of it, it looks like a tattoo that has a shipwreck on it. And there's writing, but you can't tell what it says in that time.
Okay, and he closes the door.
Yep.
James, do you know anything about sailor tattoos?
Do I look like a sailor to you?
No, but you look like somebody that would hang around him.
Fair point. No, I do not. But I know tattoos usually mean something.
He had a shipwreck on the back of his arm.
Well, he's clearly skilled with weapons, so I would
And-
not be surprised if he was a former service member.
Does that scare you at all?
Nope.
The rest of the evening passes uneventfully. The next morning, I would assume that you have things that you want to do. So I will let you have some time. If you don't want to do some things, then we can just fast forward to you going to the circus show in the evening. So just let me know what you'd like.
I love how there's just a circus show now. Tristan talked it into existence.
Well,
Damn.
we all
Well,
chose
if
it.
you guys weren't going, Quinten was going to go alone. Like, we can make this a party thing or not.
Ticket for one.
I have a question.
Is there anything sadder than seeing a circus by your damn
One
self?
ticket for Barbie, please.
I have a question. How was Atlas's night?
Oh yeah. Oh God.
Oh, massive
How
dog
could I have
shit.
forgotten. Oh my God. Okay. Roll a d10 and tell me what you get.
I don't like that. That makes me the problem. I got a 9.
Oh, that's good.
For you or me or the story.
Not you.
No,
The
that's
other
good
two.
For,
I love things that are bad for Atlas.
that's good for you. It's a memory of when you were a little kid, like real young. So let me set the scene for it a little bit. So that was the chair. I didn't fart. I swear to God.
Sure.
But I did.
So you were probably earlier than you can remember. This is one of those like memory unlocked kind of situations. You were maybe 4-ish
Okay.
at most. And you distinctly remember like threading your hands through your dad's hair as he had you on his shoulders. Like not your stepdad, your like birth dad. And he is running around in the yard with you and you remember his big booming laugh and how comfortable you felt in that moment. And you remember like your mom just watching with the biggest smile on her face. And it was sunny and it was bright. And he has kind of dark circles under his eyes, but he's still very much in the moment, like playing with you and running around. And you wake up and you actually feel better than you've felt in a long time.
Damn. Very nice. Thank you.
Well, you rolled it.
Thank you, Dice.
Okay. It's the next morning. What do you want to do?
I don't know where Atlas lives.
We all have each other's phone.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
I'll text
That's him waking up.
I'll text Atlas to see if he needs to be picked up.
Okay.
He's just going to text, I have a car.
Oh, rad.
Where? Question mark.
Threads?
In the morning?
I don't go to the circus.
That's the hill James is going to die on.
Alice is just going to text, find out when the show is. Or if we got to do other shit before that. Actually, no, he's just going to be like, fuck it, I'm going to call this old bastard. So he's going to call James.
Yeah.
I don't think circuses normally perform at whatever the fuck AM it is right now.
Damn it.
Oh my God.
Well, then should we meet somewhere?
I don't know, James. As party leader,
Let's go to Donnie's.
great. I'll see you there.
I'll see you there.
I'll see you.
Do you let the others know?
I mean, yeah, I'll be like, Dorothy,
Okay.
going to Donnie's.
Oh, my favorite.
Are you going to text Quinten?
Quinten is taking a shower.
Yarp.
A long shower.
Ew.
Oh,
Okay, we're going to
Oh,
say
he's-
that you know.
He's masturbating.
Oh my God.
In the shower.
We all were thinking it.
No, we were not.
This is not
me
making
words.
the episode.
you're going like, James.
Oh my God. I quit.
Um,
And that's the end of the podcast.
he's doing
Himself.
I was doing hand shit. What the fuck?
all 6 actually.
In his butt?
Yeah.
So
Oh my God. Okay. So
Roll for-
you all meet at Donnie's, yes?
Yes.
Quinten will be like 2 hours late.
Oh my God.
Again,
Still-
it's not open. It's not. Donnie's there setting up.
Okay.
It's fucking like 10 a.m. now that you've gotten ready and whatever.
Is he in there?
Donnie's in there setting up and
Then I'm
stuff.
gonna knock.
God. Okay. Remember this
for
voice.
Donnie.
Okay.
It's everyone.
It's everything.
Every accent that exists.
It's Jessica's lack of talent is Donnie's voice. Okay.
That sums up Donnie as a character.
He gives you a look, but he opens the door up and then raises an eyebrow.
Can I come in?
If you must.
Sick.
Okay. So everyone comes in the bar.
Yep.
Okay.
And then we'll wait until Quinten gets there,
It's probably like 11:30 or 12. He'll
I
show up.
stare at the wall.
God.
He walks in with like a nice.
Are we genuinely just gonna sit here for like an hour?
That is up to you guys.
Oh my God. Atlas is just gonna like, once they get in there and settled, Atlas is turning to James and just being like, so did you have a plan? You need to do something, say something?
Yeah, I was going to talk to you guys about it, but I was going to wait till everyone got here.
Did you call or text Quinten?
No.
Oh my God. You should call or text Quinten.
Nope.
I did not and won't call or text Quinten.
As they're saying this, I'm pulling up Quinten's.
Yeah.
At 10 a.m., Quinten gets a phone call from Dorothy.
Yeah. Do you answer?
No.
Oh my God.
Yes, you do.
Then he'll call her back.
God, aka Jessica, says you have to
You
pick up the
answer.
phone.
No. He doesn't pick up. He'll call it back.
I'm going to
Divine
murder you all
intervention.
if this narrative doesn't move forward. Okay, you're all at the goddamn bar. Now what happened?
I leave.
So,
So Quinten isn't there yet.
oh my God.
Yes,
No, he'll show up, arriving in fashion, of course. And then, man, you seem to open earlier and earlier.
Yeah.
Whenever the paying customers arrive.
Oh my God.
Paying.
Anyway, so me and Dorothy had a very interesting chat with Joel last night.
Oh,
He tried to poison our vocal cords.
Unfortunately,
Wouldn't be
he
able to
did not
speak
succeed.
at all. He did not. But in talking to him and pointing a gun at his nuts, he mentioned something that I've been thinking about. An edge. He said, of all of the people in this challenge, we humans have the best shot in this performance, which didn't make sense to me because, again, I've seen some pretty cool shit from the other guys.
Oh my God.
I mean, one of them like just speaks poetry, and that's a performance.
it was a reason I was thinking a public space. I don't think they can use whatever abilities they have in front of other people.
Fair.
I don't think that's really stopped them before.
I think there's more to it.
James, I think you're missing what he said to you. So there's all this sort of like theoretical and moral sort of shit, but all this stuff normally boils down to all these philosophers being like, the main key to humanity is the fact that humans entertain and create joy for themselves and all that sort of stuff. Shot in the dark, I'm guessing that's what he's referring to.
Exactly. So I think our performances have to be related to humanity or something like that. I still don't exactly know how that works. I'm not the best performer, but
I think
I'm
you
just
should
throwing
sing.
that out there. I can sing if you guys want me to, but I will shatter glasses.
How better to show your humanity than showing something you're not quite as good at?
Donnie, rig up the karaoke box.
No,
Is it
last time
shattering
no.
glasses normally like a skill point because you have the reverb or something?
That's
That's what opera.
tacky.
Oh, okay, magician.
We're not doing that.
No, I'm not. No, James isn't singing in here.
What if he sang right outside here?
Nope, he'd scare away all my customers.
Or welcome them in.
How are we supposed to show our humanity?
Are y'all talking about this in front of Donnie, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess so.
Okay.
I'm sure he's heard far
I'm sure
weirder.
Donnie. I thought he was just like cleaning, getting
Oh,
ready.
he is, but he's. I mean, it's quiet. In
I
here.
mean,
he's
I don't.
listening. Okay.
Atlas does not care, and I'm guessing most people in here don't.
No one else
No
is
one
in
else
here.
is in it. Yeah, it's too early.
We are in here. That's who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, and the other thing is Joel has no interest in being our friends.
Wow, I would have never have guessed that
Me
based
either.
on previous experience.
Yeah.
Anything else happen with Joel?
No, that's about it. He said his advantage isn't useful in this next challenge.
Damn, I wish we had it.
Yeah, me too.
Anyways,
Okay, first of all, before we get into this next shit, can you both get the stick right on out of your ass? Because I know the entire stepping up and saying the thing without talking about it isn't very sportsmanship-like. But I feel like I'm in a bigger shitter because I shot someone, and so far we haven't really talked about that, and no one's been incredibly bitchy about that, only moderately.
Really need to talk about it.
We will, but we're not the ones who are having hissy fits every 2 seconds. And I feel like we honestly have more reason to do that.
That's fair. Truce?
He sticks out a hand.
Thank you. Disembodied voice.
Thank you, God.
Sure.
We shake hands.
Lovingly, actually.
Nope.
They make out.
All right, James. You had the idea of humanity.
No,
What are your thoughts?
I mean, that is genuine.
That's all- that's all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, speaking of humanity, question for Jess. How's my humanity looking after shooting and killing people?
Yeah, I need you to, thank you for the reminder. I need you to make a morality roll.
I don't know how to do that.
We'll do it at the end.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So there are two ways my mind immediately goes. First one, we each show off whatever individual humanity we have, but that can be rather obscure, but it could also be in the sense of, since everyone thinks they're special, no one is in fact special. And also, these entities, what if they're so used to the not normal? Part of art was just normal.
Supernatural.
Well, not the supernatural, quite the opposite.
Don't worry about it. I was trying to tell you the word for not normal.
Supernatural.
A freak show. What if we... Just ideas. We could either go and try to show off the individualness that makes us humans, or show, well, the blandness of them.
It has to entice Jinx, right? What type of things is Jinx gonna like?
Cowboys.
Watches?
Self-insert, apparently.
Some watches, maybe? I don't know.
I thought you guys said truce.
No, I'm more of a dig at her. We just go with a bunch of watches, time all around. More of a dig.
I think we're more I think
Oh shit, guys, we forgot to talk to that one bitch.
what one? Oh, one bitch.
No, yes, that was... No. I was... Quinten was like...
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Quinten was definitely gonna about. Were you?
The blackjack lady.
All right.
Not Jinx.
Yeah, no, I
Okay.
know. Nora. Okay. Anyways, what else were you saying?
Like 12 hours.
We're going to get killed. We're so dumb.
Okay, in character. Oh my god, guys, we forgot to say.
Of that matter,
Okay.
I think James is our best bet. Of all of us, James knows Nora the best.
Yeah, I can go talk to her.
Not as a
I don't think that would be the best idea. If we all were crowding her in a public space, she might not be able to give the subtleties of information she might give to one.
Well, it wasn't a good idea for us to go say hi to Jinx all as a group, so...
I agree. One of us ended up with a favor, which we should try to avoid giving those away.
Obviously.
You should have just offered information.
What information do I have, Quinten? Honestly, you should tell because you're the one who always acts like you have plenty of information. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, but I don't work, live, and spend all of my time around all these people. I don't necessarily have all this sort of stuff that you guys seem to have to offer. I don't have some tragic backstory at the moment. I'm dealing with my own shit. I don't have a broken pocket watch. I don't have sad, scary memories. Sorry. So, if I'm going to put myself at stake, I'm putting myself at stake. That had nothing to do with you. You just happened to be a witness.
Okay.
okay.
Anyways, other than that, just the show this evening. I wasn't planning on doing anything else after your attack last night. It does solidify in my mind we do probably need to stick together a little bit better.
Yeah. So, you guys don't have to come in with me, but I'm going to play a few rounds of blackjack, talk to Nora, and you can wait in the car, I guess.
Sure.
Cool.
As long as we stay together.
Okay. So you drive to the casino.
I tipped Johnny.
I'm in my
first.
own car.
Good.
Yeah, I tip Johnny. And I'll be like, yeah, here you go for whatever I do.
He nods.
Yep.
You drive to the casino.
Yep.
The rest of you are in the car together. Atlas, you are in your own car?
I'm in my own car. Because
right.
we all remembered
Staying
we have our own cars.
Okay.
I'm not going to leave my car at Donnie's.
It is rather early for a casino, but it's open.
Is she in there?
She is.
I'll sit down at the table. Is anyone else there with me?
Atlas,
I
will
thought
come
it wasn't
inside.
a good idea for us to go in.
You can do whatever you want. You have your own choice. Quentin's not gambling.
Atlas is going inside, but he's not necessarily like taking a spot at a table.
Okay.
I'll stay with
Atlas
Quinten.
doesn't know how to gamble other than with his life.
Nora is at a table by herself when you come and sit down. She kind of looks at you a little bit questioningly.
Howdy.
Hi, James, right?
That's me.
How you doing, James?
A little worse for wears.
You look all right.
I try. Anyway, deal me a good hand.
I'll do my damnedest, she says, and she starts dealing.
So, this may come as a surprise, but I'm not actually here to deal my life savings away. I was told to come talk to you.
Oh, really? Who told you that?
Harper?
Really? For a minute, she kind of looks up like she's calculating something and then looks at you a little confused. Huh.
So you have no idea what that's about?
Well, regarding what, I suppose? Did Harper give you any direction? She deals again. You lose.
Yep. Maybe about the next challenge.
I see. Harper is involving themselves in this way?
It would appear so. She did seem a little off her game.
Hey.
They.
That is very surprising coming from Harper.
Why's that?
Well, I mean, they're running the games, so it seems kind of unfair for them to give you a hint like this. Why don't you roll manipulation and persuasion?
Hell yeah.
While he's talking, Atlas is kind of just moseying around the casino, just kind of looking around at all sorts of folks and things.
Okay.
Is it worth rolling perception, or is
Not
there
now.
nothing going on
There's
right
not
now?
much. It's
Cool.
pretty dead here right now.
I got a 2.
All right. Do you have time for a story?
Yeah, I got nothing better to do.
Okay. I've got to keep dealing, so I don't mind if you keep losing.
I don't mind either. I'm used to it.
Fair enough. Once, there was a woman who was well beloved and desired by everyone that she came in contact with. And this woman, growing up in the manner that she did not have any earthly idea what it was like to want for damn near anything. And of course, what people don't have, well, that's what they want most in the world. So it seemed that she would never get to know what it felt like to just be a regular person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And because she could never feel that way, that's what she wanted. She wanted to know what loss was, what greed, what desire was that could not be attained. And the story doesn't have an ending yet. Does that help?
Yeah, I think that does.
I hope so. I must say I'm rooting for y'all.
I appreciate that, Nora. It's nice to have the house on your side.
I would give you a warning, she says as she collects your chips. The house is never on your side.
Fair enough. I'll step out.
Okay.
Nora told me a little more about this challenge.
When you left, Atlas followed, by the way.
Oh my God, Ellis is behind me. That's crazy.
He just sneaks up on you all like 6'4" of himself.
So she told me a story about a woman who was wanted by many, but didn't particularly want anything at all. But what she wanted was to want. and she wanted to know like loss, greed, hate, shit. What did she say? Basically, the whole part about being a human, but like all the shitty parts.
The strongest parts? The ones that overwhelm and you only feel that?
Yeah, you could say that probably.
Was she talking about herself?
No, I don't think she was talking about herself. I
Our-
think she was talking about our audience.
Well, that would fit in with the humanitarian thing.
She wants tragedy.
Yeah. Also,
She wants to feel.
Nora said this is unlike Harper to step out of line and give us that tip off, especially for free.
We saw how quiet she was. And when I asked her, did anyone else look at her? Or were we too busy breathing in whatever?
Yeah, no, I'm going to be honest. I was pretty pissed.
No, I saw. Here is my concern. Nora seems to have a pretty good bead on what's going on. I'm afraid she may be one of the council, or close to them. So I don't... Sorry, this is a bit of a tangent. Going to her might not be the best idea anymore.
I don't think someone on the council would deal blackjack to a shitty cowboy.
Unless it gave her something over the game master.
I don't have a good impression about all the congressmen, but I think they're real far up their own asshole. So I
Just
don't think they'd stoop that low.
an
We'll
idea.
We'll keep it on the table. We'll keep it on the table. I'm sorry.
So we need to show, or rather, allow them to, her, to feel emotions. The strong ones.
Yeah, I guess.
What's the word for it when someone ends up crying, but then it feels good at the end?
Catharsis.
Catharsis.
Who
Sorry,
the
that's
fuck
the-
said that?
Oh, God.
I'm a teacher.
Thank God you guys
Quit
made this
educating
voice
us.
too.
Oh my God, I think it's called cardiac.
You are absolutely right, James.
No, catharsis. She probably wants catharsis. So, bad shit all the time. Bad shit, especially for, I'm guessing, whoever, whatever she is. I mean, Jinx. But it doesn't seem like it's easy for her to be around these people, especially based on how she talked about how this whole council does not necessarily play nice. And also based on Harper's reaction to this last game. I don't think any of them fucking like or want to work with each other. So, based on the little story James got, I'm guessing she wants to feel tragedy and the catharsis of it. We have to perform for her and make her feel. But I don't necessarily know how to do that. I'm not an actor, and our one performer is behaving like an actor.
I have an idea, but let's go watch a show, shall we?
Yeah, because circus is the best place for tragedy.
I mean, if they fall.
It's pretty fucking sad these days.
Okay, so the rest of the day will go by, and as night falls, you start to see a crowd gathering around the threads. Excitement is in the air, you can smell popcorn, you can hear people talking loudly, and that's where we'll call it.
Cool.
Thank you for listening to Chance Die. A special thanks to my lovely husband Mark for all the composition of our music, his technical wizardry, and of course, for putting up with all of our shenanigans, especially me. Also, another thank you to Gabby, who plays Dorothy, for lending us her graphic design expertise. And naturally, a huge thank you to our audience. We would not be able to do this without all of you. So thank you for listening, and join us next time on Chance Die.